beautiful day to be a Raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield. I represent the swords. Oh, you know what time it is, Raider Nation. Oh yeah, you know what time it is. That's why you're here right now. That's why you take a little bit of time out of your evening to join me. Because you know what time it is. Oh yeah. It's time to bring the...
What's up, Raider Nation? I'm the Commish, coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios, deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction. And it's a Black Friday. We all made it. Made it through another long, difficult week. And it's Friday. Oh. It's been somewhat of an uneventful week. As always, Terry. I can't officially get Raider Reaction started without the tall boy. Alright, so now we can get going. So, it's been a rather uneventful week in the world of the silver and black. Brandon's working tonight. That's unfortunate. Well, so you got a little longer to get to the end of your Black Friday. So your Black Friday may be into Saturday, so that's unfortunate. But for me, I made it through the week. So my week's over till Monday. So, but like I was saying, it's been a rather uneventful week in the silver and black world. But when you're talking the first week or two in June, you basically want it to be an uneventful world in your football organization, because if something's going on right now, it's not a good something. What's up, Donald? All the way from Hawaii. Well, aloha to you too, my brother. Man, Hawaii. What time is it in Hawaii? How far is Hawaii behind? Curious. It's a question for you there. So, like I was saying, it's been an uneventful week, but that's basically what you want this time of the off season. We don't want a bunch of news, because if there's news, it's bad news. So we don't want bad news. We don't want bad news at all. So no news is typically good news at this juncture of the season. It's quiet on the contract front for DC and Gabe Jackson. 4:05. My goodness. Well, it's 10 o'clock where I'm at. 6 hour difference. Quiet on the contract front. You know, I'm sure the preliminary talks are starting to happen behind closed doors. We heard, was that a week or two ago, the big number come out. So, think we will pick up a middle linebacker, and if so, who? That is a fair question, Josh and/or Ashley. And obviously that's one of the pressing questions that have been going on lately, because everybody's concerned that the problem hasn't been addressed. The thing is have we addressed the problem? Do we know we haven't addressed the problem? Because we've already picked up a couple young rookies to try out back there. Heaney's still kind of banged up, so he's a question mark. We're hoping to have something big out of Corey James this season. But Marquand Lee and Najee Harris, two rookies that we're hoping we get some action out of. Perry Riley Jr. is still out there. That intrigues me. The longer he's out there and I don't see him sign. We did get Jelani Jenkins, Brandon, but he's going to play an outside linebacker position, either strong side or weak side. He's not going to be a middle. So Jelani Jenkins is probably most likely not going to be a middle linebacker. So he doesn't really fix our middle spot. You're most likely going to see him and Bruce Irvin, the outside linebacker positions, but they need a guy in between him. They need a guy filling in the middle. They need a guy who can cover some tight ends that swing in through there. Because last year we didn't have that. And thank you, buddy. Remember, sharing is caring. Here at Raider Reaction, we're low budget, so we ain't got no promotion crew, so we rely on Raider Nation to promote. Because without the nation, there is no Raider Reaction. So without no Raider Reaction, there is no Commish. But I would be relegated to my small secret little group for my fantasy football league, like I was before. But I decided I wanted to come out and thank you, Donald. Appreciate. So, anybody watching the game tonight? What's the score if you are? I'm curious. Let me pull it up here. Oh, the Cavs are up by 14, huh? 60 to 46. Interesting. Well, it's probably too little, too late there, LeBron. But at least it's might not be a sweep. So I know there's a lot of Raiders fans that are Warriors fans because obviously Oakland, play relatively close there on the same piece of dirt. So I'm sure there's a lot of folks excited for a parade going to possibly be out there in Oakland again. I'm sure that's an exciting thing. So middle linebacker. I know as soon as the guy gets released from the Jets, everybody's like, "Oh man, we gotta go get him. We gotta go get him." Now the Jets are releasing him. For one, the Jets are releasing him. Hello, newsflash, red flag. The Jets are releasing him. If the Jets are getting rid of him, the Jets are a dumpster fire. They need any good talent they can keep right now. So the fact that they're getting rid of him, why would you think we would want him? Obviously, they know something's wrong with him. What's up, Chris Lentz? So, it is what it is. Why they would think, I don't know. I don't know why everybody all of a sudden, Mr. Lynch is right. Sharing is caring. So share it up. If you're there watching, man, throw some thumbs up there so I know you're there and I'm not here talking to myself on a Friday night. Because it is Black Friday. And on Black Friday, I like to get a little more, what questions do you guys got? What is the burning questions that you have? Be it, position battles, I'm digging into this stuff all week. I pretty much can answer about any topic you have. So, like I said, it's been somewhat an uneventful week in the world of the silver and black this week, which is good for June. That's good. We don't need anything. If there's something big going on, typically this time of the year it's bad. So, quiet's good. What's up, CV? So that's good. Quiet is good. There's really no new news on the stadium front, Terry. No news at all. Everything's been approved. Now you're just basically getting the ball rolling. It's all the stuff that's got to get done behind the scenes. There's a lot of work that has to happen so they can get to breaking dirt. Hopefully by the end of December, beginning of January. So now it's pretty much they just got to get to work. so there's not a lot of new news. I heard a little rumblings about they were having some issues with figuring out how to tie in the traffic right there, and keeping the flow and not creating any sort of a bottleneck with the traffic. But I'm sure they can figure out a way to get around that. But what's that, Javita? Every time player gets released, sure goes. I know. It's that's all it is right now. Is everybody that is having to put out articles, that is having to put out stories, that is having to fill showtime. Everybody's looking for filler right now. I mean, because there ain't nothing going on. So every time, you know, you see a Raider doing even so much the littlest of anything, it's a story. You know, we're trying to make stories out of non-stories. That's where the Derek Carr contract garbage came up a few weeks back. Because we're trying to make stories out of stories. So... What's up? What's up, Steven? Steven's on the rant. He's on the referee rant. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't even watching it tonight, man. I'm not a huge, man, they're up by 20 now, good lord. I'm not a huge NBA fan. I mean, I like any sport where there's competition, there's a winner and a loser. I'll pretty much watch it. But for some reason, this season's playoffs did not intrigue me. And it probably didn't intrigue a lot of fans because it was basically 2 runs through both conferences. And you're going to be the East and the West, and you knew who the hell it was going to be, so took all the drama out of it. And then pretty much after game 1, you knew, you know, the drama kind of went out of the series a little bit too. You're like, oh damn, because that was the whole hype, was at least the finals are going to be good. At least we're going to have a great finals. And then you're like, yeah, not so much. But you know, I guess you're a Warriors fan, you love it. You know, and if it's my team, screw it. I wouldn't want to see a close series. I'd want to see a beatdown. I wouldn't care. Let's beat it down, beat them down, and get it over with. Slam the door and go home. But I've always been more of a player fan in the NBA than a team fan. It is a hot ticket right now, King, because it's the only thing going on. We got that and some tennis. You know, some tennis and some golf. And nothing going on. You got you do got the NHL. But see, Chris, I hate everything Pittsburgh, and I'm not a Predators fan. I'm a Tampa Bay Lightning fan. So the Lightning are out. They didn't make the playoffs this season. So you know, the Lightning do bridge my football season for me. Because you know they've been into the playoffs the last several seasons, but once he's out, he's out. You know, they're out, and then I kind of lose interest in the NHL as well. I mean, I'm telling you, I ain't gonna lie, man. When the Raiders get bounced, I mean, I'm a diehard football fan, man. I'm the commissioner of the Hardcore Challenge, the pinnacle of fantasy football competition. I mean, I am deep into football, but as soon as the Raiders are out, and football's freaking over for me, it's like, I don't care. I don't care. Everybody's like, oh yeah, man, the playoff games are hyped this weekend. I don't care. I might not watch them. So to me, when my team's out, it's out, and unless something hooks me, and nothing hooked me this season in the NBA. So I didn't get hooked in by any team. I didn't get hooked in by any of the storylines or anything. So, you know, it's 2 teams that have won the last 2. So if one of them beat, you know, Golden State wins, yay. You won 2 out of 3, but last year you looked like chumps. So, even though you won 2 out of 3, last year you really looked like as big a chump as you looked like last season. Really puts a big tarnish on the other 2 that you won, and it just does. It is what it is, and you know, Cleveland still has the distinction of going to 3 in a row and getting 1. It's not like they left with nothing. They went to 3 in a row, and you know they're playing against this absolutely crazy stacked team this season. So I don't think there's anything to hang their head on there either. So yeah, just wasn't enough drama to hook me in this season. Baseball's been So I'm just waiting for football, man. Interesting. Possibly. Have you seen the websites? Couple hundred. So, what's up, Raider Natalie? So, any other questions you guys got? Any burning questions? Silver and black related or otherwise? Sports related? It's Black Friday. Keep it light. There's not a lot of news. And, I did find an interesting breakdown when I was combing through looking for some some info the other day, which is a countdown of the greatest Raiders by jersey number, starting at obviously 00. We just count Raiders. When we count Raiders, we start at 00. We don't start at 0. We start at 00. All the way through 99. So, obviously, that's 100. So I will breeze through these quickly, and I won't spend a lot of time on some of them. But some of them are interesting, and we'll stop and touch on the interesting ones. Anybody that pops in though, it's a Black Friday. Man, it's been a slow week in the silver and black world. Not a lot of news. If you guys got any questions, any topic, throw it up there. I'll run with it. What do you got? You got questions on position battles, contracts, how somebody's fitting in OTAs. I memean, that's really all we got, guys. There's not a lot going on until training camp gets going. I mean, they're not even wearing pads, for Christ's sakes. I mean, we might as well be reporting on what they're doing out back playing Nerf with their homies. Because that's about all they're doing right now. You know? It's about all they're doing. It's not much more than that. Of course, Jim Otto's the greatest Raider that wore the 00, obviously. I mean, so that's an obvious one. Now, number one, there's no greatest. How much are they paying Lynch? Oh man, Lynch's contract is broke down strange. He has the option to. He's a very incentive-laden contract, Michael. If he hits 1,000 yards, he can make more money. Super Bowl, he can make more money. The more yards he hits beyond 1,000, he can make more money. It's a very incentive-laden contract. Base, he's going to make a couple million. But he has the possibility to make 3.5, 4 million. So, but it's all up to him. So that's the great thing. That's what I really liked about. Let me see if I can pull that up for you. Because it's very interesting how how his contract is broken down. See if I can pull that up for you right quick. Go Broncos! Oh, get out of here. That garbage. Come on. Your day's over, buddy. Your day's over. Donkeys, sorry. The day's over. The Chiefs peaked. Chiefs peaked, so your day is over. Sorry. The silver and black moon has risen. And it's going to stay in the sky for a minute in the AFC West. It's just the way it is. Thank you, Michael. Take care of my light work. Thank you, Michael. All right, here we go. You've got the contract notes. You got 2.3 fully guaranteed. You got a roster bonus of $1 million. You got a per game active bonus of $31,250. A per game active bonus. You've got a workout bonus of $150,000. And then you've got incentives for $250,000 for 9 touchdowns. 400 yards, he gets another $400,000. 500 yards, $400,000. 600 yards, $400,000. 800 yards, $600,000. 1,000 yards rushing, another $600,000. And for every 100 yards past 1,000, another $250,000. So, very incentive laden contract, and man, it keeps the beast hungry. A beast you run, we pay. Beast you run, we pay. That's how it's set up. That's the best contract you can have for a running back like Marshawn Lynch. Beast mode, you run, we pay. The more you get, the more we pay. So, a lot of money to be made, but it's all on him. Broncos ain't got nothing. Look at that. Bronco fan makes one comment, and Raider Nation's like, bah! Like all over. Might even have to say nothing. Donkeys, you ain't got nothing. Man, you ain't got nothing. You're grasping. Donkeys are grasping at straws this season. They're just like, it's slipping away. It's slipping away. They can feel it slipping away. You know, they don't have a quarterback they feel confident in. The running back position is beat to hell in Denver. I mean, you're leaning on C.J. Anderson and Jamal Charles. Dude, you're building your house on toothpicks, man. You're building your house on toothpicks. These guys are duct taped and bubblegum together. Their legs are shot. Jamal Charles has had 4 surgeries on his knees, man. He's tore things all over. He's one hit from... Jamal Charles will not see week 5. Bet. He will not see week 5. He will be gone the first quarter of the season. Gone. C.J. Anderson won't be far behind him. And then what do you got? You got nothing. Now it's all on what? Now everything falls on what? Simeon? Simeon's going to carry you? Come on now. Psst, no way. Get out of here with that garbage. You got nothing. You got nothing for us this season. You had your day. You had your day, but that day is over, Donkey fans. That day is over. Like I said, the silver and black moon has risen. And it will be shining and cascading. David's like, what up, man? I just stopped in to see if the giraffe had its baby yet. I don't know. That was crazy. That shit just went on forever. That nonsense went on forever and ever and ever and ever. That was getting ridiculous. No, it even got me start to look, and I'm like, how long do giraffes? How long do they in labor? Good Lord. I know. Tell me about it, Chris. I know. I know. I'm telling you, we're on the verge of one of those seasons. Can be one of those seasons. Man, we've deserved this season for so long. So, any questions? If you guys got any questions on any topic, man, throw it up there. Throw it up there. We touched on middle linebacker earlier. Like I said, I don't think we need to run out and every single linebacker that somebody releases just automatically he should be high on our priority list. You know, the Jets drop a guy, so we need to run out and grab him. That's not the way it works. There's a reason these guys are getting let go. I mean, you don't just cut talent right and left all the time. It doesn't happen. There's a reason. The Jets it's an interesting story because the Jets are obviously, they've pulled the cork, man, and they're letting her go down the drain, and they don't care. They're not hiding it anymore. They're like, listen, we ain't even gonna try to draft a quarterback. We're gonna go hire Josh McCown, guys. What do you think of that? That's how bad we're gonna tank. We're gonna go hire Josh McCown. He's our starter. We're gonna get rid of everybody else. And then we're going to get rid of the number 1 and number 2 wide receiver. We're getting rid of everybody. Screw it. we want the number 1 pick next season. Regardless. We're doing it all. Psh, Browns, 1-15. Watch me work. Watch me work. Jets are like, I do this. I'll raise you. I won't even make it close. I'm getting the number 1 pick easy. I'm going to hire Josh McCown. I'm going to get rid of every freaking weapon he's got. Man, yeah, that's going to be ugly. You watch that mess. You want some comedy relief during the season? You watch the mess that's going to be the New York Jets this season. That's gonna be some funny nonsense to watch right there. 'Cause it's gonna be ugly. It's straight up gonna be ugly. Straight up gonna be ugly. What is my favorite thing? Having somebody that listens to me, Chris. Just having somebody that listens. Nobody else listens to me in my home. It's just nice to have somebody that listens to me. I am a vat of useless knowledge, Chris. I'm a vat of useless knowledge. And it's nice to have somewhere to be able to utilize the useless knowledge that I have. Where my useless knowledge becomes useful. Is Raider Reaction. I am a vat of useless knowledge. I win crazy. I win all the trivia games usually. Trivia Pursuit. I went on the cruise, and they have the stupid game show, and I went up on the stupid game show, and I won. I won the sports trivia contest on the cruise. I win every stupid contest that I play. I don't know. I'm a vat of useless knowledge, so it's nice to have. It's nice to have somewhere that my useless knowledge is useful. And that's here. The Raider Reaction. That should be my new slogan. I'm going to drop the deep behind the enemy line, and it's going to be Raider Reaction, where my useless knowledge becomes useful. It should be my new slogan. I like it. It'll look good on a t-shirt. So is there anything else? Any other burning questions you have, Raider Nation? I know you guys are the same as me. It's just like, man, it's June. I just want some football to start. You know, I don't care who's going to be our 6th string tight end. Yeah, I mean, that's really what you're looking at. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. Oh, my autobiography would be scary. We don't want that. You don't need that. My skeletons just need to stay in their closet. I got that door prop shut. So what's the score? What's the score of the finals? Are the Cavs going to take one? It's looking like 86-68. 86-68. So it's looking like the Cavs are going to get one. So they ain't going to sweep all the way through. Yeah. That kind of puts a little tarnish on the season. Because that would have been impressive, man. If they would have swept all the way through all the way through and won it all. Even through the finals without a single loss. I mean, that would have been pretty impressive. So, that would have been pretty impressive. So, that puts a little tarnish on what they're doing. It puts a little tarnish on what they're doing. So. And you know what? You know what the most exciting thing is? Honestly, to go back to Chris's question, is I'm so excited for this season, Chris. To be able to be on Oakland Raiders football, to have my Raider reaction page where my webcast is simultaneously streamed on there, and as it is to a lot of other groups and what have you, because everybody shares it to all the groups, and to be able to bring this and have this pilot and to be able to come on here 5 days a week through what is about to be possibly one of the greatest Raiders seasons ever, and to be able to be involved in that and be here, it's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to this season. I'm looking forward to enjoying every minute and ounce of the season with the Raider Nation and bringing you Raider reaction every week. I'm going to be doing a lot of live feeds from events, some games. It's going to be a fun season. Pretty much every game I'm going to be out somewhere. If I'm not at a game, I'm going to be at an event. And I'm going to be bringing reactions before, some during, halftime, after the game. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff on game day and in and around the games. Don't know how many I'm going to make it to actually physically this season, but I will be at several. Just don't know how many. 100% on the Miami one. That one's a lock. But that one for sure. But still kicking around some ideas on the others. I'd like a new opening jingle. I challenge somebody to put one. See, Facebook's funny. See, I don't know if any of you other guys have ever had this issue, because you can even get it if you're so much as uploading a video of your kids roller skating at the roller skating rink, and you pick up the background music of what they're roller skating to, and Facebook will not allow you to post that video due to copyright infringements. So, for guys like me who post and stream live, we can't end up in Facebook jail, man. So I tread lightly on the copyright infringements. So my opening song was put together specifically so it doesn't throw off any copyright flags, and no computers pick it up and flag my show. So if there's anybody that's got some crazy music skills, wants to put together a nice custom intro song for Raider Reaction, man, I would take it. I'll take it in a minute, and I'll plug you every show. But right now, I'm rolling with the one I got, because it doesn't, hey, I put it together, I mixed it up, I cut it up, add some effects and what have you, and it doesn't set off any flags. So it is what it is. And, you know, you can't just jump in on Facebook and be like, yo, what's up, I'm here. You got to have a little lead in for a minute, because on Facebook, you got to build an audience. Takes a second. You know, it's a little different. It's a little different medium than your TV. So is there anything else? Anything you guys got? Any questions you guys got, man? Any questions you guys got about the roster? Any of the players? Anything's going on? Speaking of my Raider Reaction page, Raider Reaction has its own page. Like I said, I stream on Oakland Raiders football, and I also stream on my Raider Reaction page. The Raider Reaction page went over 1,000 likes yesterday, which was awesome because I'd only had that page less than 2 months now, so it's pretty cool that it already went over 1,000. But I'm looking for anybody who's interested in possibly being an admin on that page for me and helping me with posting and searching for sweet Raiders content to share with the Raider Nation, share with the fans of Raider Reaction. And so I'm looking for anybody who's interested in possibly being an admin on that page for me. Help me out with stuff. Share the show when it's on there. Anything. So if anybody's interested, I would like a fan to possibly join me as an admin on there and help me find cool content. I'm picky. I like to find the cool little Raider content to share. I like to find the really, really good little memes. I'm picky about the ones I post on there. So, you know, I don't have a lot of time during the day, and it'd be nice if I had somebody else that could help with some cool stuff up there and keep the flavor on the page fresh and live. So if anybody's interested, hit me up, shoot me a message on Raider Reaction, send me a private message, however, get a hold of me somehow if you're possibly interested in being a Raider Reaction page admin. So is there anything else? Anything else, Raider Nation, that you got burning questions about? Like I said, it's been slow. Slow news cycle in the silver and black world, which is good. It's what you want this time of the year. We shouldn't be talking about a lot. We don't want to talk about a lot. If you're talking about a lot, I mean, we had a scare with Feliciano the other day, but he's fine. So, usually, like I said, this time of the year, if it's news, it's not the kind of news you want. What's up, Alex? It's not the kind of news you want. So, you know, it's Black Friday. It's the beginning of June. Q&A with the Commish. So if you have any questions, throw it out there. I did see they went to the kart track. And that's what I'm saying. Tana, would that be news any other day? That's what I'm saying, man. That's how bad we're digging for stuff to talk about. It's Raider related. We're like, hey man, did you hear the guys? They went out. They played frisbee yesterday. Did you hear that? Did you see the video? They playing frisbee. I mean, that's the kind of stuff we're looking for. There's just nothing going on right now. Who has the most approved next season? The young guys, Alex. Ward, Calhoun, the young guys on the defense that we signed last season. Those guys have the most approved. To me, those guys have the most approved. Yeah, the new rookies have a lot to prove, but you're expected to have a little bit of a learning curve. But the guys that have a lot to prove are the ones from last season. That's the only thing. Those are the guys who I think need to step up. Are the guys from last season. The Manheaney, Ward, Calhoun, those guys. Carl Joseph, exactly, Alex. Those are the guys that I want to see take the big step forward. Those are the guys that need to improve. Carl Joseph looked solid last season. The biggest problem with Carl Joseph was not his play on the field. It was his not being on the field. Your biggest asset to your team is being available. Carl Joseph needs to be available to the team more this season. We can't have him beat up. We can't have him out. Just can't. Cannot have him out. Can't have him out. Tana, I know. You're right. It absolutely builds chemistry. But I'm saying, I agree 100%. My point is that wouldn't even be a story on if it was in season. It's just, there's just nothing going on right now. Your favorite NFL pickup line of all time? What the heck is that, Chris? How long do we keep John Kondo? We should keep John Kondo for a while. You know why, Alex? Because having a long snapper, he's an integral part. He's an integral part. That's not something easy to replace. That's a part of the game that we don't notice. And we don't notice because it works smoothly. When it doesn't work, you'll notice it. So you got a guy right now who performs his job so well that we don't even notice it. That's an automatic play. So we need to keep him. I was very happy that we brought him back. Very happy that we brought him back. So we need to keep him around, if nothing else, than to perform that duty. You're our long snapper. And you can fill in and back up somewhere else if needed. So, as long as he can keep performing the long snapping duty proficiently, he's probably got a roster spot. Hey, no problem, Alex. I appreciate it. I appreciate any minute that anybody can stop in and spend a minute with me during the week, man. If it's 5 minutes during the week, I appreciate those 5 minutes. So don't think I don't. I try to keep up on the comments. Some nights, I try to bring you the news. I try to bring you the fire, and some nights the comments get by me. But always go back and read them afterwards. So don't ever think that there's nothing you ever put on there that I don't see. But like y'all know, I'm here 5 nights a week, Monday through Friday, 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern. Every Monday and Wednesday, we got Ghost of the Post. Prime, the Raider Reaction resident sports guru, joins me on Monday and Wednesday, and we drop back deep in the pocket and let it fly league-wide as we touch on all the league topics, all the hot league news, every Monday and Wednesday. Because you got to keep up on all the other. What's up, Raider Frog? New member of the team. But you got to keep up on the other 31. So every Monday and Wednesday we spin it around the league. I got Prime. He's our resident sports guru. He comes on, and you guys have been noting. Y'all know, man. Prime knows his stuff. Prime knows his stuff. So that's why I got him on here. Prime gives us a nice, different perspective than I give. That's why I like touching on all the league stuff with him, because Prime's a football fan, man. I've known Prime for 20 years, and he is a football fan. So he looks at things from a very different perspective. I look at things through silver and black eyes. So it's nice to break it down with him on Monday and Wednesdays, because it gives me a little different perspective on stories. So, and me and him, we're hyped. He's hyped too. He's on board, man. I'm telling you. Prime and the Commish, Raider Reaction, we are here for you 5 nights a week, all the way through this 2017 season. And it's going to be a fun season. And we're going to enjoy it together. all the way through, man. All the way through. And it's going to be a freaking blast. It's going to be a freaking blast. It's gonna be a fun season, man. It's gonna be a fun season. I just can't wait till, because once the season starts, 5 nights a week, Raider Reaction will write itself. I will get on here, and every single one of you, will have something to say. Every one of you. Once the season starts, every one of you. Who's doing shows on Sunday during the season? Alex. If I am not at the game, if I am at the game, I will be doing live streams of Raider Reaction on location the entire time before the game and all the way after the game. If I'm not at a game, I will be at a Florida Raider Nation event or a Raider Nation event, and I will be streaming live and doing live Raider Reaction on location all season long. And I will be getting reactions during the game. I will get halftime reactions. I'm going to get after the game reactions. You are going to get Raider Reaction and Oakland Raider football this season is going to be so connected. My goal this season is to bring the reaction of Raider Nation to everyone. I want to be there because I tell you what, last season I got some sweet live video when the touchdown was scored in the playoffs. I want to get live Raider reaction. Stuff just like that. Yeah, Stephanie, what's up? I hope everything's alright. I hope you're doing alright. And I'm glad you stopped by. I'm glad maybe I could take your mind off of if you had a rough week, hopefully I can take your mind off a little bit of it tonight. And you can just hang out and take your mind off it a little bit. Sorry to hear that. But it's going to be an exciting season. So I will definitely be here during every game. There'll be multiple people streaming. During the games, you guys are going to get mass coverage. A lot of hosts will be streaming, popping on, because we've got hosts all over the country. Like, we go coast to coast every single night here on Oakland Raiders football. We start with an hour here with me on the East Coast with the Commish. I throw it deep to the infamous Raider Bear for another solid hour on the West Coast, and then he does 2 on Fridays. So, you got JD the SC Raider. He's in South Carolina. You've got show hosts all over. So there's a good possibility one of us is going to be at a game anywhere across the country. So you're going to have us popping in. We've got super fans that pop in. That'll be streaming. You got guys that'll be popping in from other events, like I'll be at Florida Raider Nation events. You'll have other guys streaming from other booster events. So during the season, you guys are going to get a ton of live content on here. A ton. So don't you worry. When you're watching football, man, when it flips to halftime, you ain't going to have to watch that boring garbage. You'll have the Commish. You can flip over and watch the Commish at halftime of Oakland Raider football games, and I'll be holding it down for you. And we'll be getting live Raider reaction from fans right there. That's how we're going to do it this season. That's how we're going to do it this season. Man, Alex, I wish I had some season tickets. I live too far away to have season tickets now. And it's unfortunate. But I've set a new goal for myself. And my goal is to see the Oakland Raiders play in every single stadium in the NFL. Oh! See, hold on. We got a rule breaker. If you're gonna step in Raider reaction, and you're not a solid fan of the silver and black, you step in announced. Throw your team up there. Don't step in there and give me some soft jab. Who you repping? Because if you want to step back and throw these soft jabs, you got to expect a jab back. So I got to know where to throw this jab. So, Mr. Rich, who you repping? Because we got one rule on Raider Reaction. If you're going to come, bring the fire. So, traitors, not Raiders. Traitors what? The Broncos. Donkeys, man, come on. You ain't got nothing this season. You guys you peaked, man. It's over. You had your minute. You caught up, you got your third, now you're done. You caught us, you got the third, and now you're done. You're done. You peaked. You're over. You got a quarterback that you got no faith in. Quarterback got no faith in. You got running backs who are duct taped and bubble gummed together, who are standing. If anybody leans against either one of their knees, they're gone. Neither one of those guys are going to make it through a quarter of the season. Come on, you guys got nothing. You got nothing. You go out and your first overall pick's a lineman to try to protect anything. They won't win the division. Who's going to win it? The Chiefs? The Chiefs peaked last season. They're on their way down. They've already pulled the carpet out from under. They're already pulling the carpet out from under Alex Smith. They already went and drafted a quarterback to replace him. Totally, they gave him 1 year. Then they went and dropped his buddy Macklin without even telling him. The Chiefs are starting to fall apart internally. They're pulling the rug out from under them. That's over. You guys are done. You guys are just praying. You're praying Trevor Simeon's the next coming of John Elway. That's all your hope is. Your hope is that you're holding on busted up C.J. Anderson and you wouldn't get a total retread Jamal Charles? Because you can see Jamal Charles cutting in a training room? Come on, man. First defensive lineman that goes sideways at those knees, that boy's done. Done. He looks nice in shorts running around out there. He's done. You guys got nothing for this season. Raiders ain't taking the West. Come on, man. We're getting talked about everywhere. I'm sorry you don't like it, but deal with reality. You had your minute. You had your minute and it's over. Everything runs on a cycle in the NFL. And your cycle's over. Beep, 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 beep. Over. Over. So, like I was saying, let's take a couple hot points out of tonight's show. I'm looking for an admin for my Raider Reaction page to help me out with finding sweet Raider content, help me post stuff to Raider Nation, and just give everybody another little outlet to find some sweet Raider flavor every day. So, if you're interested in being an admin for the page, hit me up, send me a message. I'm looking for one, maybe two. You know where to find me, right? Raider Reaction? I'm here. I'm here every Monday through Friday, 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern. We go coast to coast. Start out with an hour with the Commish on the East Coast, the Raider Reaction, deep behind the enemy lines. Every Monday and Wednesday, we go Ghost to the Post with Prime and the Commish. Our chance is gone. Oh, hold on. Our chance is gone. We just filled every single hole. We had one of the most potent offenses in the league last season. We filled every hole on it. We added Marshawn Lynch. We added Jared Cook. We had Cordarrelle Patterson. And everybody else is still there. From an offense that was there last season, we filled every hole. I mean, come on. If you're going to bring it, bring the fire. You come with your little blip. I got a little one-word response. Come on, man. You ain't got nothing. I'll call you the traitors. Our head is big. Our head is big because we're at the top of the Vegas odds right now. We're being predicted to win the division all over the place. It is what it is. I'm sorry you're getting sick of hearing about the Raiders, but you'll be hearing about us for a while. Gonna be hearing about us for a while. We're a playoff team. You're not anymore. You're not. You didn't make the playoffs last year. You know what that means? That means the Broncos aren't a playoff team anymore. You're out of the playoff discussion until you make it. That's just the way it is. So, I'm sorry. Deal with reality. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, like I said, every single weeknight, I'm here, right here, holding it down, coast to coast. And we're about to go coast to coast again. About to do it again like we do every single weeknight. So that means it's almost time to send it to the West Coast. To the infamous Raider Bear. To finish out and give you a little more silver and black flavor on your Black Friday. So, as always, I appreciate you taking some time and joining me. I appreciate anybody who stopped in this week and spent a minute of your time with the Commish, spent a minute of time with Prime and the Commish on Goes to the Post on Monday or Wednesday. We're enjoying being here with you every single weeknight, and we've got some solid flavor planned for you for next week too. Remember, we're going to start out your week on Monday night with Prime and the Commish. Goes to the Post, drop back deep in the pocket, letting it fly league-wide. We're going to touch on all the hot league topics. So we'll see you Monday night. But for now, it's time to go deep. Send it for 6 to the infamous Raider Bear. More Raider flavor on a Black Friday. Thanks for joining me. Peace. Love. Raider Nation.